Another devastating blow for the 2023 Minnesota Vikings. It was confirmed today by head coach Kevin O'Connell. Tight end TJ Hockenson did, in fact, tear both his ACL and MCL in the Lions game on Sunday. And man, this season has been one for the books when it comes to injuries, and not even just for the Minnesota Vikings, but all around the league. But when you look just right here at home with the Minnesota Vikings, I mean, obviously, Justin Jefferson missed a large chunk of the season with a hamstring injury, Kirk Cousins with the Achilles. And this team really did a great job of weathering the storm of the injuries and keeping themselves right in the hunt when it comes to the playoffs. But you do got to wonder. I mean, this last week, obviously, TJ Hockenson going down. You got Jordan Addison going down on the offensive side of the ball. And then, of course, defensive side, you got DJ Wanham. You just got to wonder if this is finally the straw that broke the camel's back. I mean, obviously, the last couple of weeks have not gone well for the Vikings. Dropped two straight after the 3-0 ugly win in Vegas, which does leave us on the outside looking in of the playoffs at the 8th seed, 90% chance to make it at this point. And I mean, it's unfortunate just for the outlook of the season, but it's really unfortunate for TJ Hockenson himself. Of course, after signing the 4-year, $68.5 million contract in the offseason, making him the highest paid tight end in league history. And this really was a season it felt like he was coming out and securing that number one spot as being the number one tight end in the league. And the stats this season for TJ Hockenson really do back that up. Again, with the instability at quarterback, he's had to play with Josh Dobbs. He's had to play with Nick Mullins. And even still, he was approaching his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL, 960 yards. With 2 games to go, he would have easily got that. He had 5 touchdowns. He's had 6 twice in his career, so you really felt like he was on track to break his touchdown record as well. And it just sucks. And especially for a team that is still in it when it comes to the playoffs. I mean, TJ Hockenson was that security blanket, sure-handed, athletic, can make things happen after the catch, and he really was a go-to guy on this offense, and he's been just a constant professional and a constant on this team all season long. And this one really does suck. And of course, I mean, even just looking at this season, I mean, obviously missing the rest of the year after he's going to have his surgery, but I mean, with having this major of an injury this late in the year, it really does put a majority of his 2024 season in doubt. I mean, obviously, he probably won't be ready to go week 1. I guess at this point, hopefully he can make it back by halfway through the season, week 8, 9, hopefully by week 10. But, you know, as this team's been all year long, I mean, it is going to be the next man up mentality. I mean, obviously, Josh Oliver was signed here in the offseason mainly to be a blocker, but he has shown he does have receiving ability as well. Johnny Munt's been a solid tight end for this team. Hasn't gotten a ton of playing time this year because how well TJ Hockenson has been playing, but he's shown in the past that he does have the ability. And then, of course, you have second-year tight end Nick Muse, who really showed out this preseason and secured a spot on the 53-man roster. And I mean, I think there's going to be a spot for him on this team as well. So, I mean, again, as this team's been all year long, man, it's next man up. I mean, you're still somehow in the running for the playoffs, but at the end of the day, I mean, you can't mince words of this one. It sucks. Losing TJ Hockenson on this offense absolutely sucks. And I mean, depending on who comes in at quarterback, sounds like it could be Jaron Hall. Hopefully that decision will come tomorrow, but they're going to be missing a big one here. So I guess all we can do is hope for the best when it comes to TJ Hawkinson's recovery. I mean, obviously the multi-ligament, it's going to be something for him to come back from, but luckily he's still young. I think he's going to be good to go. I mean, we just got to thoughts for a quick and speedy recovery. And I mean, you got a big game. You got the Packers coming into US Bank Stadium, and I don't care if you're on Team Tank or not. This team cannot lose to the Packers at home. And it would have been great to have TJ Hockenson, but this team's going to have to find a way to get it done without him. But anyway, officially official, no more TJ Hockenson for the rest of the 2023 seasons. Let us know your thoughts down in the comment section. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys next time right here on the GG Sports Podcast.